Alright, hole 1, you want to go about 3.1 power right in this area. I'm kind of aiming at that white part of the leaf on the tree, a little to the right of it. So like right around, I mean this would work right here. It's not too specific. Just a little right of the center of that white strip. This one, pull back on the mouse. And then see this little black line right here, right at the end of my line. I aim even with that. And then a little left of the black line, just so you're centered with the hole. And it should go in every time. Alright, hole 3, you want to go straight down the middle and then a little to the left. Right about here. Full power. And you should end up most of the time right around here. Sometimes a little bit closer, sometimes a little bit further. But you want to aim about 3 power. A little to the right, not like straight down, not parallel. Just a little to the right. And you want to, it's all about the timing. You have to time it right when the wheel is like almost about to get to you on the left. The part sticking out. So like right now, now, now. And it bounce off that and goes right in. Alright, hole 4. I guess you're basically, see that black line right in front of where I'm aiming right now? You're aiming a little left of that, like pretty much a power bar width left of that. And then you wait for the fish to not be there, obviously. Full power, and it'll bounce right in. Alright, hole 5. I'm basically aiming at the intersection that you see straight ahead, right before the ledge. That's the easiest way to look at it. I'm going about 3.25 power, a little under. And I use the right side of the map, like the right side of the screen. Look where I'm aiming there. That's a good point of view to see exactly where to aim if you're trying to go to the exact pixel. But yeah, right about here. And it'll just sneak by and drop right into the hole. Somewhat difficult shot. This one I go just a slight bit over 3 power. And I'm aiming at that bolt back there. See, there's the 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, right above the ledge, the top right one. Just aim at that. You can go 3 power, but it's almost a little bit too slow. So I usually just go like a tiny bit over 3 power. And you'll sneak by the wall and go right in. You can go a little more power than that. You'll go in a little quicker. You just don't want to go too much because you'll end up hitting that ledge. Alright, hole 7. There's this little line right here. I use that as a guide. If you're, keep in mind, a lot of my shots are with the zoom that you start out with in the beginning of the map. So you don't want to ever change your zoom. For some reason, if you do, you can't get back to this exact zoom. I don't know, it's some kind of glitch. But assuming you didn't change your zoom and you pull the mouse all the way back, if you aim pretty much where that thing meets the black, that little line where it meets the black, if you aim anywhere around there, it'll go in. So you don't have to look at the power bar. It looks like it's about 3.5 anyway. But you want to aim right at that. And usually, if you go a little more left, like over here, it'll actually roll right into the hole instead of like kind of missing it and then rolling around the bowl and going back in. So, I mean, just to play it safe, I would just go anywhere in this area right here with that power. But if you go a little more to the left over here, it should just roll right into the hole. Yeah, so you can play with that one. Alright, hole 8, you want to be pretty specific here on the power. It's very precise. And you want to go a little left of that line separating the two ledges. Just a hair. And you'll bounce just right to where you hit this little cap, and it'll push you right in. Alright, hole 9, it's very specific. You just want this aim and this power. That's really all I can say. And good luck. Alright, hole 10. I just aimed just right of that middle end cap that's holding the sign. And I go about 1.5. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you just want to sneak by. As long as you end up anywhere in here, you're fine. And then just go about 1.5 power. I go a little right of the hole just so it'll roll towards the hole. Alright, hole 11, super easy. That crease right there, holding the two ledges together. Just aim right at that. It's not even very specific, full power. And it'll bounce you right in. Alright, hole 12. I'm basically, let me just give you an idea how I aim. See the corner of this? Right here? Keep an eye on that when I aim. See, you can see that corner now on the edge of the screen. You want to have it to where, see, like, there's a gap right now that you can see to the left of the sign. If I go 1 pixel to the right of that, it blocks that. So that's the pixel you want. It's either that one or the very next one to the right of that, which is here. And that's assuming that you haven't messed with your aim, your zoom, since the beginning of the game. And you want to obviously look down as far as you can. You want to have that exact zoom. So you'll end up, it's once you have that in full power, then it's all about the timing. And it's right as the cannon's about to shoot. So it, like, you see it swell up and then it swells back down and launches it. It's like on its way swelling down, you want to shoot like almost as it's all the way down. So like right now. And it'll just scoop you in just right and bounce you and put you right in. So as long as you have your aim right, it's all about the timing. The timing's very important on that one. Alright, hole 13, it's another difficult one. You want to be pretty much dead on where I'm aiming with that power. A little left of that black line on the ledge, so you don't hit an invisible wall. There's an invisible wall right after you hit the ledge sometimes. You want to you want to just roll in nice and slow like that. Hole 14, I like to aim basically right at the center of that. And it doesn't seem very specific. I haven't had any problems with it. But yeah, just aim right about there. Full power. It'll bounce you back this way. It'll roll you here. Depending on your pixel, sometimes you'll hit that and it'll roll back just like this. Doesn't matter. Really, your next shot, no matter where it ends up, I basically aim right at the corner of this end cap right here. 3 power. And just want to wait for the ramp to be up all the way. I usually will let it, like once it comes up and stops, I let it sit for a second and then I shoot. But this should end up hitting the back wall and bouncing right into the hole with some speed. So, works every time. Alright, hole 15. There's a hole-in-one. There's a few hole-in-ones. One I have posted on my channel. Another one is in Gizzy's video. He shows how to do the Kobe shot that I found, which is basically somewhere around this area. You shoot about here, and it bounces off this ledge right here. Then it just clips the corner of this and bounces and goes in the hole, which is very hard. Doesn't seem to work until you're in the level for like 10 minutes or more for some reason. So I don't know if the ball shifts a little bit and it just allows it to be possible. Same thing with my other shot that's on my channel. That's more in this area, and that one kind of just bounces off of this. I mean, you can go off the ledge, you can go off of here and kind of sneak your way across here. I've had it where it bounced off there and has gone in. I've had a few times where it just goes straight to the hole, but very inconsistent. So I'll just show you an easier two for now. If you have my zoom and you pull the mouse all the way back, basically just put your aimer, put the end of the line right on this intersection right here, and it'll put you here, which is a very nice spot for an easy shot. Just one power straight to the hole. Hole 16, a shot that hasn't missed yet for me. Works very good. Full power, just straight down the middle. And then straight again, and you want to just go a little under full power. If you go full power, you might end up missing. It'll go in sometimes, but if you go just slightly under where I'm at right now, you'll never miss. It doesn't have enough speed to go up on that ledge or anything like that. It always makes it over. So, alright, hole 17. You basically want to aim. It's hard to explain. I use a pixel in the tree to the right, surprisingly. Basically, the aim is right here. So I'll freeze it there for a second. As long as you have my aim and my zoom, you should be good. But on the right side, you can see on the tree. I use the tree, the lower tree. You can see the brown area. There's a tiny little gap missing in one of the areas it curves, and that's how you know. You can pretty much use any of the pixels that I have on the side right now. I see another pretty good one on the upper tree, right where the leaf hits the tree. You can see a little white spot. That's another way you could tell. But yeah, full power right there. And you'll bounce, do some stuff, do some dancing, and you'll roll right into the hole every time. Sometimes it'll go straight in, sometimes it's a little bit on an angle, but then it'll still find its way to the hole. Alright, hole 18, I like going this way because it's two full power shots, so it makes things a little bit easier. But it is pixel perfect on both shots, so watch out for that if you want to try to copy the pixels. The main thing is you want to zoom all the way in and then out 5 on this one. So the first one you want to change your zoom of all my shots. And that way you'll end up with the exact same view that I have. But this shot, I usually wait till that tentacle is like dunking into the water, like right now, basically, to shoot. Doesn't really matter, it's not a big deal, but that should get you in every single time. And that's it.